Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new episode of Real Business Roundtable. Shout out to Jocko Willink. So me and in connection to our prior episode, 300th episode, we want to kind of like regroup and talk about the stuff that we go through from a high level without details or names, just the stuff that happens in business, in small business, and shit that happens. And we kind of come here on the show. The show technically has nothing to do with our companies.
It really doesn't. And like, it's funny. Like I always get questions like, "Is that what you do?" And I'm like,
no.
We don't even make money from this.
We are begging from the street in the streets.
Yes,
like I do have plans on doing some type of viral promotion to get like massive subscribers and all that stuff. But that's just something. It's just not on my plate as a priority right now. I put it out as a way to give back because we see so many small business people that just fucking fuck up all the time, and I just
what I think would be there's a couple different things that I'd like to do with RBR, and one of them is obviously do things outside of the studio. Maybe it's go and try a job, right? Or if it's like maybe if it's like go and make pizzas for a day, or go and work with some construction company and just learn a little bit more about a specific industry, get real in there. That's one thing. And then the other thing is I'd love to have when we grow, I'd love to have maybe a call in where someone will call in and talk about their business or their business idea, and we help them through that live on the call, and we give real live advice.
But he has like the whole thing. Like I had one guy, I wanted to have him on the show. He's like a First Amendment auditor, and like he just like he was kind of cool at first, and then he fucking blew me off. It's like, dude, it's about your message and stuff like that. Like sometimes people, if they don't see you have a lot of subscribers, they're like, oh, well, and they pass judgment. And it's like, this isn't my fucking income.
No,
this isn't my
hobby.
income. I have shitloads of clients to serve. We already got one other company that's tracking really nicely.
We got multiple companies that we're running on.
We have other projects. We have other projects that we want to work on. So I'm like, prioritize.
But here's the thing though. Yeah. I don't know if, and this could be like a strategy conversation in front of, like, this is how we chat. I really think that interviews shouldn't be our first priority, because I truly believe that our personalities can thrive in the right scenarios.
Yeah.
And I think that we need to take advantage of those scenarios, try them out, see how it works. Fucking food reviews. We've talked about this before. I feel like we need to just pull the trigger and we need to do a couple episodes where it's just different. We can reach out to someone and say, hey, we want a roof for a day. I feel like that would be so fucking...
Oh, do roofing?
I feel like that would be so fun, dude.
I could do it, yeah.
Well, I know we both could, but I feel like going out there and like getting on the roof during like a hot day or something and like putting us real in the, in the shit. I feel like that would be fun, right? Mm-hmm. Stuff like that. But it was funny because in the last episode, we come up with topics unlike any other. We don't have this big production or whatever. We just have a small group of people who get together to create these episodes. And what happens is, because there's not a preparation, we'll be going through stuff in our actual, businesses, in our lives, and it'll, promote, it'll come up with something that we went through. We'll be like, oh, we got to talk about this somehow. And we'll come up with topics. And so I'm over here scrolling through all the old episodes, 300 episodes worth, years and years of recording. And I'll notice oh, this is when that happened. This is when that happened. And it's crazy because realistically, if someone's watching this, you think oh, these guys, they just do this. That's cool. They give advice. But there's a lot of stuff going on in the background, fucking crazy
there was
stuff.
an episode where I'm wearing my black winter coat. I didn't even take my coat off. That's how upset I was in the episode, and I tried to hide it in the episode. That's how upset. Every time I see that thumbnail with me with my coat on, I was wearing a fucking winter coat in the episode. I'm like, oh, that was a bad day. That was a really bad day for me.
It's weird. It's weird. And I'll go back and I'll remember days where it's we're just in the shit.
Yeah,
and then there's days where it's we have a really high, and
it's so we have a new business that we're working on, and when we're creating the product and we're creating variations and options for the customers, and it's interesting that in the growing pains of a business, you're working with different vendors, you're fine-tuning things, you're working with developers to implement certain features and stuff like that. And it's like this experience where, oh, this vendor's not that great. This vendor's not that consistent. Oh, wow, this is really good. Let's work them into this module of the business. Yeah. And you're kind of trying to piece things together.
It's like a puzzle. It's a very fucking intricate
and it's not puzzle. Like, it's not a fucking cakewalk, I'll tell you that, you know? So like we had another venture, we had to kind of shelf it. So like we have some projects that, we just kind of had to like
do really well, that don't do very well.
And the key is to keep moving forward.
Absolutely. Every single time.
Keep doing right by the customer, regardless of whatever, and just keep moving towards progress, towards positivity, help clients meet their needs. So our newest project, which is like the lead generation, navigation, NavGen stuff.
Oh yeah, I forgot we've talked about it before. Yeah.
Like people are loving it when we're trying to revolutionize the whole, home service type of
insights. Yeah. It's tech and software surrounding home improvement. And it's an industry that has been neglected for a while and bullshitted for a while.
Yeah. So we're trying to reinvent that, give it the blue ocean touch, give it a kind of a revitalization where people will become like believers and saying, wow, these guys actually get it done right. Now, our model is probably not as lucrative as the other guys, but you know what? We're focusing on value and customer satisfaction first, then the money revenue follows. You don't only focus. So like, for example, if a company goes public, you got people on your ass about maximizing profitability. So you're cutting here, you're cutting there. Then what happens is you're impacting product or service quality. I don't care what anybody says. So when you run into that situation, I actually admire a company that stays private. When they stay private, they're a much more higher quality. We all know about certain brands. Sometimes, but there's certain case studies where once they went public, it's, geez Louise, what is going on? Why?
Talking about going public, dude, the tech industry right now is, we just had historical IPOs. Like historical IPOs. And the thing that's weird is I don't know where I'm not a fucking expert at this shit. I enjoy reading and watching about it and learning about it. And
I need to learn more about that thing you were telling me about.
And following it and stuff like that. But I don't it's crazy. I don't know what's next. Like, what is next is the thing that in my first question is like, whoever follows the markets and IPOs and the tech industry and stuff like that. What the fuck is next? Mm-hmm. It's so hard to keep track. There's new things constantly happening. Crazy.
But when you're in business, you got to understand that it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. I always say it's just like manning a ship. So running a business is like running a ship. You have like
everyone has their station.
You have the captain, then you have the team members, and then people are making sure the ship is going in the right direction. Look at the weather. Look at the clouds. Where's the wind coming from? Okay? Adjust the sails. It is the same for a business. I don't care what anybody says. You got to make adjustments. You got to make changes. Not drastic changes. Not massive changes. Tweaks. Because you got to look at it like a baseline. Like, are you using best practices? Like, you don't go from Google ads to newspaper. You just don't.
All right, before he gets too heated up,
nothing wrong with newspapers, but the way, in my opinion,
that's my opinion!
In my opinion, traditional media is considered gravy. It's an add-on. So when you have something that has most of the population's attention, the other things are gravy. They're add-ons. So you add your billboards, you add your TV, you add your radio, you add newspaper, you add magazines, print, etc., mail. Those are gravy when the other thing that's the most popular is set and it's running like a well-oiled machine until wherever the attention is running like a well-oiled machine. You don't even look or consider the gravy stuff, the add-ons, the extra. Nothing wrong with being on TV. That's pretty cool. But you have to look at your priorities. Where are most people looking? Where are most people? What are people doing every fucking day? Every day. You see people like this. All the time. All the time. Face in the phone. Face in the phone. The face isn't going, oh. You know, the face it's not, you got to look at prioritize what you're going to do for promotion.
Thank you so much.
Oh my God.
It has been fun going down memory lane, but we have to go back to work now. Thank you. See you next time. Peace out.